상물로 ngadle 아니 반데 고스경초 아니 치디 퉁지 넘버 담셰바 넘버 아니 적다카니 페웨 적자와 용라 삼드슈규이 다 단데 ngaju lerimdi 반데 시경초기 핸두 sheme telling open mic ki lerimdi gozugi tanda pande ko sigyong chogi ngote de kasa la ngazo uji zai ko kap shi sa ware ji dang ne number 2 changme gi geshin gewa kingi yore samgi du chezang tuze ke be shi mo gwa che ta lerimdi go ma zung la number 2 la regu shi jigla tanda thiwa gu du ka thungdu je da ko de uji 그렇지 라니레와 쉐인 가지나나 주저칙마도 매장 속셔 망보 여장 정말로 고갑라나 선비로 쉬고요 다 당고들 공司求了 근데 전체 가시 지고를 좀 담시 나오는 소리
전체 가시 시간 간시에 담이 여기 파워포인트 디스플레이 되는 이 가사 당도 다케아스 데파 페사비 슈글라 회대권에 까면 남고 봐. 나의 가두이네 깨지시에 줘봐. 답대고 더 쇠가 보여. Maybe I simplify it too much. 내가 가래 임베이네다. If you ask me, I always say 5M, 8M, did it like over here? I simplify it. So you can go through the whole history of Tibet, 2,000 years of history, occupation, everything in 9Ms. So the Jumara that can like that 멈추고 중으로 봐. Just to keep this in mind, so if you talk to Chinese, they say, there was a marriage between King Songtsen Gampo and Princess Wangchen, hence Tibet became part of China. Then you should say, well, the Princess of Nepal was a senior queen, and if occupation was the basis, then Tibet should first belong to Nepal. Or the Queen of England is a descendant of a German royal family through marriages. If one country belongs to other, then there will be Third World War in Europe. So you can make this argument. The first argument is Mongol Yuan dynasty. So they call it Yuan dynasty. Actually, it's the Mongol dynasty. Mongol and Tibet had Choyuan relationship, very special relationship, priest-patron relationship. Mongol dynasty, Chinese dynasty, and Tibetan dynasties and empire were three different empires. The way the Mongols had relationship with Tibet was very different. The way the Mongols, rule over China, complicated there. But the Manchus were the Qing dynasty. Actually, they were the Manchus. Both Mongols and the Manchus were Buddhist. Marriage, they Tang dynasty. I mean, they were Han Chinese, but Buddhist-leaning dynasty. The deeper rule of if you read all the Chinese arguments, mainly marriage, Mongol, Manchu league. Sung and Ming are absent. Sung and Ming are generally absent. Argument why the Sung and Ming were Han Chinese, Confucius-leaning empires. Hence, they had less relationship with Tibet. Here's where. So there's been a Choyuan relationship, like the peace-patron relationship, like the marriage through the Songtsen Gampo, Mongol, Manchu Sumdre. Then Tibet was independent as a treaty relationship like jo tang as a similar convention dogo wore McMahon line did it. So similar convention similar convention is one thing. McMahon line was a separate agreement. Yes, separate agreement for the border between India and Tibet. That's evidence that we were independent. Lunchi Chatra and the British Sir McMahon signed the agreement like that. The one crucial point, here's a Chugla source, the one crucial point, there was a Chinese representative. They agreed to the foundation or the premises of the treaty. China agreed that Tibet had the capacity to enter into a treaty with British India. Here's where. That's why the preliminary round, first draft, Chinese representative ki sahi jabrada. But the final draft, why? The Chinese objection was never about border between India and Tibet. The objection was all about the border between Tibet and China. That they didn't agree. Our border extends all the way down, and China said, no, it should go all the way to Tichuta, Yama, Chechi, Yoruba. Their main, if you go through the treaty, the documents nala. The main objection was border between Tibet and China, not between India and Tibet. Yes, this is very crucial. That's why they withdrew at the end. Yes, otherwise they agreed. India, British India and Tibet should demarcate the border and agree with the border. And then Tibet had the capacity to enter into an agreement with British India. Agree cheverda. So Magmon line, then also lies your Kundi Choksumba declaration and Sokpunyamdo, and then you can bring another Mongol treaty to get some of their queen. Then what happened? Mao Zedong came, peaceful liberation, occupation, said the Dinesh Haingore. Then mass destruction, all the destruction took place. And then minerals and the mining is taking place. Colonialism realized exploitation of natural resources, and then migration of Chinese. So what we are saying is all these are not helpful. Solution is middle way. Like that. So story of 9M and Tibet. 5 minutes, 1,500 years history, occupation, everything is addressed. So that you can give it 200. So of course you can give 2 hours or 10 hours speech. That dige can tenet the word.
Let's so anything
but Tangzing Pet South Sikyong led of Tangzing South. This was the case of the shoes of the Donzelagi. Gazutale moderated Sama Pimeshasha is part of deliberately Radaya, women empowerment, Gashungdua, all the moderators. Yek Tasha de Hansa, de Bahakumas, and Jamshu Shahu. Then regarding women empowerment, also, Kesa, the 2 issues. Someone said, Kesa, during inauguration, all the heads of 3 pillars, they all came, we were very grateful, but there were very few women like Jorva. I think we should be a little careful when you add that but. Hansana, these people who were there, Chief Justice Tandwa, Kunsama, they became all this, not because they thought I'm a patriarchy, I'm male, I should dominate some of your Marta. They spent 30, 40 years working for CTA. From the lowest level, through the harshest places, they stayed on. And that's how they became the senior most bureaucrats. That's Madochik Beya Hansa, because Chogai, so I should dominate Lani Degyo Mares. You should appreciate that. The fact that they came and pay respect to you all, they genuinely meant to pay respect. They shut down their offices, cousin, to show respect to you all. And in CTA, if you want to be a secretary, you have to serve 20, 30 years. If you stay on, you become secretary. If you don't stay on, you don't become secretary because your promotion is based on seniority. Remember, the CTA never said you're a woman, you should, leave, or you're a man, you should stay. Layo Marta. That we must understand. Now, I'm proud to say, this time, in 2011, we had 1 secretary. This time, we have 3 women secretaries in CTA. Leadership Yomare Lai Yomarta. Yeah, maybe this is the breaking news. I tried. I won. Kazunguma in my 14th, in previous term, I had 2 women. This time I won 1 woman. Not for the lack of trying. This is the breaking news. I sent messages to 2 women. Both refused. One said, I can't handle the parliament. And I did what I could by promoting women, 3 women at cinemas level. Not the out of turn, Martha. Of course, they served, actually 7.5 years for each promotion from each position. But they had like 3.5, 4 years inside. Promote Chevre, and second, from additional secretary to secretary, they didn't reach 7.5 years of Yoruba term, but they just reached 5 years, I promoted them. So that's why we have 3 secretaries. Now, problem is Sane Gunzi. This is where you can change things. For example, Manali welfare officer, she's a woman. She is so popular. Sane igillegu ortanda because she just finished 3 years in Manali. After 3 years, they can kind of, it's not a rule. She can say, please transfer me to a better place or transfer me somewhere. But people are worried. Now petitions after petitions are coming. Please don't transfer her from Manali. We want her. She must stay here. And petition after petition. That means a woman can become a successful welfare officer. And the people in Kulu Manali look up to her as not as a male-female Martha, very capable person. But the problem is, as per the women empowerment policy, we had 33% reservation for women at welfare offices. But no one lower. We never reached 33% because no woman wanted to go as welfare officer. Not for the lack of trying. Again, when I first came, there were like 6 or 7 women welfare officers. After 8 years, still 6 or 7. I'm trying. So unless you join CTA, unless you stay in CTA for 10, 20, 30 years, then only you become secretary. The Chimitsangala is additional secretary here. Because from the Yankila, Soundomla, Ishiomla, Sampedova, they all stayed on for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. This is yago yore samshu. This was the lagu yong the leje de mambudo France de sama shude de kon sama de kaleshida yago behind the scene. And I just want to mention that kesalundula ya shanada. Ngazu did that. Department of Information the Pala Nashide. Is Pala, Chola, Ashan, Agu, whatever you call it, you know. Because the leje game but Samal Cargo, you just see him running around. He makes all this go smoothly. But Quran did that. 30 years as CTA staff and 5 years as Digiling Sodala. 35 years. And he's not secretary. And they're Marda. But he doesn't care. He doesn't want to come. He doesn't want a microphone. He doesn't want to speak. He just wants to do his work and make department run. The dedication gorda. So, sometimes when you lie, it's so easy to say. So it's easy to say, again, because we all invited you, come and say, okay, whatever you want to say, that's why we invited you. And you should say it. But the easiest thing, as Laktola said, we are given one mouth, but we say more than we hear and listen. It's easy to say. Thank you. This was a malab lagu amata, lagu ware, number some sumare. So you have a holistic perspective. Benekeza says, why doesn't CTA, form an alliance with Palestine, and others? Yeah, I went to Israel. I went to Palestine. They refused to meet me. They don't want to meet with you. Why? Palestine was supported by Communist Party of China. And I thought, each time I visit somewhere, I really try to smartly navigate the system so that I could meet someone. And the group I chose was an environmental group who was very active on Dead Sea. The environment group. And I was supposed to give and talk about, I am from the roof of the world, from the highest to the lowest Dead Sea. Argument purely environment. Pagaledeo khala Israeli group the list toga. And the Palestinian lemasum. Why? She was told she's no yadi dagas de marta. She is anyway, she is the daughter of a senior Palestinian leader. Even she was told in no uncertain terms, Sikyong tuna dig martas. And I have Palestinian friends, I have many classmates, who are very senior level, Yasara advisors in there. I had good lunch with them. As a Lobsang, I'm so sorry. I can't do anything. I can't even organize a talk for you. Because the leadership, they're under tremendous pressure. Did it? 야 ngazu tsongza ya ngazu effort chigwe marda actually kesa lai la CTA is a pioneer in taking this initiative outreach here though. If you take any organization or government in exiles, most network administration sigi ina CTA reda. You like UNPOLA is the unrepresented people's unrepresented nations people's organization. Has all these organizations which are fighting for their struggle, their freedom. We founded that. And last year we had Geneva Forum. Now this November we will have another Geneva Forum where we will have leaders from Hong Kong, leaders of Taiwan, leaders of Xinjiang, Mongol, Chinese dissidents. Last year we had Geneva Forum, and Wukashi Taiwan is the number one leader. Tiananmen Square is number 2 or 3 leader. He himself said, CTA is our elder brother, who always guide us, who always lead us, who showed us the way. We are always grateful. He was emotional. We guru leadership da keta chibo perda. Dogum isa ke su nga thus. Kazungum dharamsala pe nga dushotan. He felt so honored and so privileged. As we want to follow the model of CTA. For us, you are the model, role model. Lagu orda. Just some jior bagan sukiya. Nganazo mass some ju yomade. Unera. Many people look at their level. Uyghur level, Chinese dissident level, Tamil level. They all come. They all look at CTA and say, "Wow." Ngazo dende mass go. Kunsame. And here's a love and some people trying to equate NGOs and the CTA. Now NGOs have money. Doesn't matter. I mean, CTA will be very happy. If any NGO, does good and better and the best, we will be very happy. Our job is to provide platform. That's a permanent shira. We are like the parents. Come here. Your Tibetan Women's Association, youth organization, SFT, doesn't matter. Any views you have, come and share. So go tell. We will sit and listen, including criticisms. So we will listen. This one's a Hineya. CTA has to remain the center. It is the nerve center, and it will remain the nerve center. Now, tell me, on a daily basis, we educate 20,000 children. You take care of the food, there's place to stay, textbook, everything. If you don't do that, we take care of our elders. We give them 1,000 rupees, those with family, 1,500 without family, 2,000, 3,000, as they age, 65, 75 chigola. We take care of all the sick people in hospitals. And our monasteries, we supervise them. And we give loans for Tibetans to do business. If Tibetan communities are in refugee camps, like others, you go to Kenya, 500,000 refugees in one refugee camp. After 20 years, still in tents, Rita. Still in tents. The schools are in tents, kitchen tent, summer tent. Che deyida ngazu neda dinde yunarda. Ngazu political activism che rag mare. Ngazu sangma miso deo. Mi shigudu do mi tigudu lan. The Rohingya doa, Rohingya. UNHCR office from Nepal, they moved to Bangladesh. Why? They're saying, I forgot the number. 500,000, 700,000 people in Khazure. 20 or 30 acres the chigla yorsa. Can you imagine? Belo could be 4,000 acres. Men could 4,000 acres. There's 10,000 dead there. 10,000 Tibetans and 4,000 acres dead there. The Rohingyas consider 500,000 people in 20 or 30. That crisis chani. Not epidemics lin. Kalas I mean, Lobsang dead there. What I'm trying to say is, if you compare to any, as I said, CTA runs better than many governments. The poor to share. And we all must be proud. And why I say this is because of these dedicated people. They didn't say, I'm man, hence I'll get opportunity, I'll lead the woman. They just stayed on. The woman empowerment, we are doing the best I can. I doubt you will find that I'm sure there are many others. I am one of the people who make most efforts in women empowerment policies. How much had you here? But mainly because the Digiminduda, Sane Gunzi Dugumindu, at Uringu Madina chairman of the Yorba. A Kalin Chiga shows in any gashing at the Tresol Shigudu, the low that in a couple of doesn't mean that the woman capable Shinda Yoma is stigma. Yeah, when I appoint Kalin, I have to take into consideration regional the dentist's consideration I have limited scope. Darwata and it's Hamakwe in the Dinchideo Kalakabo of Resha. Yet the Gish Lamduchus channel. Anyway, I think it's a shake me. Tiwakwe and Corona, Anning Kesanga, I'm sure it will come. Umelam the Ranzenga Mosiswa. Umelam as a policy, we can debate on and on. Ranzen Rawa, Ani Umelam, Chenik Harchev, Machawa Marwe, a Ragre, Gemili, Chayre, Yomare, Yabjo Chigre, Chigmar. As a policy, you can debate. As a strategy, Umelam is brilliant. You can't replace Umelam as a strategy. Very simple. Number one, if CTA is to adopt Rangzin today, from tomorrow on, Sikyong will not be able to travel even to Washington, D.C. Pure and simple to that. Won't be able to Brussels. Why I say this, President of Taiwan cannot go to Washington, D.C., cannot go to Brussels, cannot come to Delhi. President of Taiwan can visit only those island countries, a dozen or two, which recognizes Taiwan. That's it. Congress passed a law called Taiwan Relations Act recently, saying the top leadership of Taiwan should be allowed to visit U.S. For the first time, Tsai Ing-wen visited New York City for 2 days, Denver for 2 days. That's it, she was out. Why? The Chinese government says Taiwan advocates separation of China. Taiwan advocates Rangzhen. So Taiwan has its own country, has its own economy. It's like 1,000 times richer than CTA. They digo the consola. They digo. I could you get to woman. Not kind of meva. What Umelam does is gives us a space to move around. As Ari the Deo do the Umelam, Shivelam, do to water. Tando, South Africa, Kundi Pela. Why China says he is separatist? And some countries succumb to that pressure. Nepal, I'm banned. All the colonies of city are banned from entering Nepal. Why? China believes, Nepal believes, under Chinese influence, CTA is a separatist organization. Now the office of Tibet in Nepal was shut down. Go jabrata. Some people say that Rangzhen's Lasha, the city Lasha, the Saint Tasho, Kayomarta, the Tenjo Gojasare Pavila. That did it, and they Kayukuch have into Sukhala. This was a Umelam de Doa, Tabchu, Tingsakbo, Nakbo, Jachimbo, Haleve, Ningtop Chimbogreda. It's a brilliant strategy. The Menarava, Kalichmushtare. Tevela Gojatugu Narava. Hey, President can't. Did you see her coming to Delhi? She can't. In Canada, Australia, you just name wherever you are coming from. Have you seen her? No. In the last 2 decades? No. Li Tenghui, he is a graduate of Cornell. Cornell 50th anniversary, 100th anniversary, Chigla was centenary Chigla. He was invited. He was allowed to stay for 2 days in his alma mater. That was some time. Thank God she did. 아니 양아서 우멜라면서 잠띵이 되나슬랑도 양지 여러와야 가실랑이 된대요. 우멜람레 now we should do jamting. 잠띵이 되나 야나슝 쇠레tek 말도 오세요. Look at in Mongolia. 나주스나 지금도 쓰고만 나주스나 고주 잠띵이 되대요. 야나나라 속불라 톱다 용셔라고 잠띵이 되나 야나 쇠레tek 말다 해. It's not going to reward you for your behavior. We must fight for it. 저 activism 랭귀 빼고 거다야. 빼외값을 가데스 빼게 했어. 기지들이야. 나 개미 가색라니 개미 가다 메라 땅 줬어. No, don't insult the country 라고 그러면서. Criticize and challenge the policy 라고. 개미 가색에 개미 가다 키도스. You know, maybe if I take Chinese flag, no, they are not going to reward you for taking Chinese flag. I'll give you a case in point. Taiwan President Ma Ying-jeou was as pro-China as possible. Every policy, every statement on China, he didn't do anything provocative as far as China is concerned. Ma Ying-jeou, the at the end, what he got was 50 seconds handshake with Xi Jinping in Singapore. That's it. So, you know, it's the balance, how you navigate this. This umelam rangse takwa doleng chedering ye chos khan yo mare samudu kasa ngara sambalurta umelam re rangse re chama linggu pe ore ani jamdo lega chin doer tha yorba ani kasa ani umelam nor re rangse nor, it's an unending debate. If you look at Gaga, there was Garam and Naram. There will always be Garam and Naram in Tibetan community also. You just hold on to what you're doing and keep doing. And just get along and just go. No one is better than others. No project is your magic solution. Silver bullet. For example, I applaud SFT and the Confucius Institute shut down. Very good project. That's why we said, oh, Confucius Institute let's encourage others to do the same. Let's say SFT succeeds. All 900 Confucius Institutes are shut down. What's next? China still be powerful. China still be superpower. China will still control Tibet. And China still will have the economy. China will still pressure other countries. That is not the silver bullet. Now let's say we appeal to the United Nations. Human Rights Council passes 100 resolutions on Tibet, condemning human rights violations of Tibetans in Tibet. What? 100 resolutions pass human rights violation. Let's say UN General Assembly passed 10 resolutions on Tibet. Repression, occupation, but we have to do everything by everybody. We should do everything by everybody. Respect each other, and then just get along and move together. Palestinian General Assembly got the resolution. They have this Arab League, the Mambuj Yorwa. Every year we pass a resolution on occupation of Palestine like this. The General Assembly resolution passed, Human Rights Council resolution. But we must do all these things because that's where we get to see Chinese officials eye to eye and complain to them. Confucius Institute, why is wrong? Protests, rallies, Member of Parliament, that's the idea. This was a city as a parent. We want all the children to grow and succeed. The moment city movement will collapse. Then you don't have to go far. You just study all the government exiles. There were several government exiles in London. There are many government exiles. They have come, they have gone. We are not the first government exile. Hundreds and thousands of government exiles were there, and hundreds of thousands of government exiles will be there in the future also. 90% shut down, and 90% lose their cause. 90% of that. So odds are against us. The moment the government exile shut down, whole movement collapses. And the issue is gone. So we must get along. I think speech me like speech ring Buddha shast. Gongye me chair wa. And the Tibettv corona to chena.
Hello. Kungo Sikyong na tashtele. Ani Sikyong na chalena ni ta lo khela studio re. Ani di zawni ari meje shani peshung la chalena yore. Ani thande diga shini thande hanzu pheba mi mangbo deba khangi mendo. Ani thana ani nga thanda thangshba chini los dosra ani Sikyong khaje beji yowa kangai khaje yowa semdik haje yowa district thonsra. Ani thangegi thiwa ni stoira but informal era. So what's the most rewarding part of being Sikyong and what's the most annoying part? And then
What's the rewarding and
the most annoying
part?
and then given how demanding your job is and how much responsibility you have, how do you maintain good mental health and well-being for yourself?
Health background around, how do you maintain your mental health? What's the rewarding? As a Tibetan, I'm doing the job a Tibetan should do. Perhaps the highest office, no Tibetan can reach. So this is as rewarding as it can get. My only regrets and wish is that I wish my father was alive, That's what I wish, yeah. Because like any of us, my pala la ta kenzo your marista, kenzo generation, my father used to say the same thing. Sop, And I always used to say, your marriage, your marriage, same shoe, your marriage, used to say, always say that. I mean, of course, I knew he loved me, Anzu Gemila Zindogala, Chubaki Kerama Pinderda. They couldn't untie their belt for 3 weeks, 3 months. Pamenda Jab Surt, Rotemoro, Huzarova. They're Chenso. Gemi Mendam or Gemi Tikel and a turtle, like Yorova. He always says that. So sometimes I just wonder. Sikyong Charlan, Pala the Hunter the Yorova. So that was my wish, and then that's it. Otherwise, this is a little hard rewarding. You're someone as a Tibetan. I got this opportunity, and then only thing I thought was the least I could do is work hard. Things happen, things might not happen. But the word karma means action. I said, okay, I'll act. So that's why 3 months you were here, you have seen me. You schedule tight. Travel is like, if anyone, I can bet any one of you, maybe you are in your 20s and 30s, you come with me for 3 months. Can I chamba manana? Because why? I travel with my assistants. My assistants, I'm going to the next event. Because I maintain that kind of a schedule. So far, maybe there's something to do with gene. But in the last 8 years, I didn't get sick. Na like Yoruba, Mengal Hashas like Chungamari, Dutchwood Chegudo, Tanya, Chiglerva. Kazina Chambashnas, for the first time, 5 days, I was in Yedil house. Otherwise, 8 years, I've been running around. And how do I maintain my mental health? Dimedo, part, I don't get rattled actually easily. Chochigni. People say I'm calm and all that. Mainly guts, maybe I'm very gutsy. I'm not scared of anything, anybody. This the yorta. Doesn't matter. Someone criticizes me, deep down I always think, okay, take your time, I'll show you. When someone says you cannot go to Delhi University because you're from, when you cannot go to St. Joseph College because you're from Pishunglapta Larva, I'll say, okay. We have someone, Pishunglapta, the Injilabra Kebaka, who's a Chashasangil award, kind of privileged class. So West Bengal board, when someone told me that you cannot go to Delhi University, Larva, I said, okay. I don't say much, but deep down I always say, okay, I'll prove you wrong. I go to Delhi University. From Delhi University, you say, you cannot go to Harvard Law School, that's top law school. I say, okay, no problem. My guts, my confidence, guts is I work very hard. I always say, I'll work hard, I'll outwork you, and I'll outdo you. That's how I think. And when someone says, I can't be Sikyong, I say, okay. So someone's get leisure. So I don't get rattled. How come you teach leisure? I always feel that your commitment, your intention should be very clear. Serve the cause. You are here to assist His Holiness. Then you need a plan. In 2011, I went to His Holiness, had audience, I showed him, these are the things I want to do in 5 years. He said, okay, I did not show it to anybody. Then I went about executing it. In 2016, I got re-elected. I showed him these are the things I want to do. I got his approval. Then I don't need to consult anybody. Then I go about executing it. So I have a clear goal, what I'm going to do in 5 years, what I'm going to do next 5 years. So everything is in place. So I don't get disturbed, distracted by all the small things that happens on a daily basis, weekly basis. Because it's pretty clear what I want to do. The annoying part, the annoying part is you have to answer the same question over and over again, The media, the memo it's a bit annoying. And so I was in Bangalore airport, and the chief minister in the lounge I was there, and I was introduced to Jilas. Oh, when did you come from Tibet? It must be very cold now, sir. Hello, that's sure. It's the chief minister. Now, if I say, by the way, sorry, you are mistaken, I'm Dilanaya, can't have Ravish Dohaya. Oh, yeah, it's very cold, Lasha Jurva. Dharamsala was relatively cold, So, then you have to answer the same question over and over. And travel is exhausting, actually. It's never fun. 15 hours, Yoruba. I was here. I flew to Delhi. I went to Aurangabad one day. Next day I went to Mumbai. One day I flew all the way to DC, half day. Then I flew all the way to Vancouver, 2 nights, but one day. Then I flew all the way to Santa Fe, 2 nights, one day. So that's how I travel. I don't like to stay in one place, for number. Anyways, thank you for your concern. Yeah. Lao.
Pandi Sikyong ta ani anaba sangmal ngaru dilelen shuira di ngara ngotu mashung ne nga district khara dewa district nga thanda district ro chilan shuira nga thanda shuidi kechmu pe ani nga thanda khara ngeming la chebel chinjum lai ani nga talal ma thorum lopte gi khara public administration thanda lapsin baira ani khajing khare nganzu nima thangbu dela khare puji gi tho kusa khare khare gegi piga yagle ko chik sungso tengile gebe gyapsar dele ngile gebe di khare khare media mangujina dothuyo marra ani nganzu pigila pugu ngap gyalak mare shipgyalak sira ani gila sumju zasure ta dinde kyapra shukchumbu didisamba ani juma bu lodakpare shi bu gas lehore ani khare dinzula ni khare nyoki resam gidura ta thanda ni media dilam malaw doshina ani ta ni piga yaglo lai
ba de thude manang yelao
lase
tiwako
kujinga di chik sungju da khare lana anda lase anda khare piga yaglo ko chik sheshda ondi ta nganzu tolo ni tendo ni mangbora ondi ta bugi khare result later ondi ni hagura ta nganzu pandangi ki khatsin khare statistic ngza temba ani become doshachana bugu 강자 pass rate 강자 60 above rate 강자 first class che so subject wise chene kare 100% yugo and tagana shi BA la pe mangchido tengyo mangchido first class la re ra ta dinde duchin manju kare result ya push the ra ta ngi kare anda kisi dinde kisin sense ngone duna ta pigila kintugi pigila research chega dara collect chega shora ani ngone gi kare gegin kare pigo yaglo di kinzu ha gura ondi ni rewaj kya ra ani niyo di ngi kare tanda nga dele di ngi pi tholop gi andi tangyo ndi mare ra gela ni ngara thangla chini dele gyo imba ta di andi ni zuli di sambanga mala ranga ro shasra ta di kare ni ngara dele lebe de mi zo khari lana onzu pe tholop la dengi yakshu relanda ni payila yarge ta mangbor ra ta ondi chidu ni delle ra de nganzo khare jida ligu ine re khare nganzo khare kasha shiri gine dunzola ni khare rokpal longa shidu nga delle ra nganzo payila department mangbor re journalism kunzula khare dinde gi facilities mangbo goda dinde chidu nganzo khare ngu gi kyab gyo chungna ya podula ni shera ani payila internship program 안서 인턴 지나 아니 야하 신기도 안서 데라 톨로푸니 지니라 아니
티베트는 순나 말에 다 말디야 초벌레데 차장 모두 제대로 있나로봐 안다가 초복구자 망부 쉬우지였대라 상맥이 안지 루주견이 시그래 나 수수직 두주저봐 나 티베트레 인상 나 시종 나 티베코에 디스콤부 임베게졌다
온디시니 그거 등에 계정 보시는
말에 등에 쉬고 쉬서 당기니 예 쉬고 딸릴라모 톨롭 와 시다야고 요래 베브랑기 gen키체 베베기 톨롭 주샤브치레 파게 게겐 레전낭에 소 당에 슈브난 시 게겐 레전낭에 삼을 백까지 좀 쓰고 보고 왔다 본 육류질로 요 말에 미즈치 게겐 치기 있으되고 레라우체 요 말도 진달로 부글랍되고 할 레라우체 요 말에 할레베 까진 좀 시다래 저 송상 아주 세번난 시리 지용내다 아니 파객교도 여러봐 아니 라디야죠 딜라야 뺄래라고 요래 나야 뺄깔래하고 요 그래서 가정구멍에 담으시거나 남부중가 등갑도 송도 패대요 그래 공주송의 값라 when you make your suggestion should be 75% what you are going to do 당분한 게 딜라이 25% should be what we should do and it's so easy to say 75% what others should do like jidwa Kazunguma last year experienced the same thing. They made so many recommendations, but they found out that 70% of things that they recommended, CTA was already doing it. 최고래. 그래서 research 제 가면 나야 개심 스타트. 아니야 깔래 경연설이야. 즉 로함도 중시하고 있는 야부 요 말에 시취해디. 그래서 달릴라면 톨롭 디수투 투바디. 나란서 페버랑 투투바들에다 bükim 소 지즈음라 gen시베 톤 투투버레 단다 고추 로데고아레 아니야 가서 룹두가 실 섬주된데 용게 요래 임베 이내 고추 제 얇게 두기 아니 먼저 상말 팬토야 차바이나 나란스 톨롭 나란스 여번이 야부스타르와 디선생에 나번이 대패벌 나그제 쉬어디로 투체나
소자 넘버 설 제설랑 저리 티워랑 뭐도 셴바 마그르 제시 좋아요
Sikyong shala testile Lobsang lol testile danda nge chewadi chewala na chowa ro la da kachina na danda danga chu lago ya gyabe drukson la pheba gyasangap chu thamba yoresra an chige khala phebangap chu thamba jiyoren lago ya ngaje be chige khalle na kaje nge chowa jugo mare sa kushola ji bas nang la bene daran shesyo ngune chige khala bene pheba yorde changma legaro dochen yama toye be khakbo rio en de chadu samba ngajo ge pheba re ta pugula soso pheba re la ya chmado ngone interactive learning environment pene yo mare en ta sanju lobda use chire ngajo nga netlen nele ngajo phela sanima dakba chajin lobda sogo chuju sumsum yo en simbala sanju lobda do yo an dan ji dangi ji khang yo mare en ta rikshu jinjin sha chudula ngajo dine khang ta an pu shunu la workshop dan da me ji yo mare yo ta danda Sikyong 쪽에 베네 단다 제도 제신발에 디가나 안 간다 가래 흉기 베네 최고리 다 이네 야겔라 타메도 삼바 안 Sikyong 쪽에 디톨 안 삼주 가리요 안 단도 표슝게 믹스 찰시로 단데 케요레란 게자 제 진유 트러스야 칼나 롱안나라 중퇴다 디 각볼 삼부디야 이네 롱업 주여라 디신을 내라다 어디신이 트러스다니 트러스체
네 간사 계속적인 송사 Tibetan Tibetan as a second language curriculum the textbook the goddess so 되게 참 제삽 so 그즈나 시리 education summit New York 수업에 curriculum is set textbook is also set 600 pages per year Tibetan as a second language now the first is Tibetan the 계시 시토야 then 로토야 and 티토야 some textbook 수사래 textbook 담고래 그래서 시리 레군이 제대로래 땅에서 개개인을 종답지고 근데 어릴링일 때 사브래 다 유럽으로 고도 시제 폐지 달로 루슈이네래 정말로 먼저 유럽 용을 때래 and 어릴라 배경 갭죠 좀 지된 소바 삼을 로컬 속진 소고래 유럽을 민도 다 달리 속진 소야래 바르셀로나 소고래 아니 다 쇼게 총도 유th 서밋 지도와 아니 유럽을 지고기 요스럽시도 as we speak actually 다리 youth summit 숨도 즉 된주기로와 어리 된주기 youth summit 수제 세단계 더우지레샤 단단하레샤 니만이 숨레샤 and SFT게 가자 25th anniversary 제지 즉 exactly almost same time 더우 케데샤 but just to let you know 만주 550 youth forum 디 로다르시 투즈 다가란 지그레스 디송사니야 전주 이내에 초과 현다 이내에 그냥 초기 이는 맞소 라요 말다 손도 뒤에 다가란 초기 인슬은 맞소 라요면다 이제 초너와 캔슬라 경러시아 간슬라 디스 경러시아 하여튼 미 용에 디스 용 두고도와 이내야 550 youth forum 딜라 applicant 망루 시우두고도 makes it North American it's going to be very competitive 디송사 아니 총두장에 망루 로사 레스 삼성 소라시도 이내 양가등업 주세데 다가슬레교 마르타 아니 계상이 니유미나 가시실라고요 what nga 가르레 ngap주 가르레 I will not say what it is but think what will happen not just to CTA to the Tibetan movement Tibetan cause in 50 years samlo standa diore that's why ngi bo deme tone she인데 죄송하라 임베 she가 가벌 nga ngap주 di 캐난소 띵 sabru 지고 체루 누구요 띵수의 차장이었으나 차장이다 나등 얘기 끝들 름바 중체라와 돌랭 망보 체체 나다 납주 레샤교레마도 나다 납주 디어바 코데부 소고고래 메시징 브랜딩 개심배래 이네 롱알 납주라 가르네고도 삼로스탄데 캐난스 콜고에메 간시 롱압준네 도는 will be very good position 롱압준이 지단라고 있잖아 교버 두그래 먼저 명대수매랑 줘라 로투 그래스 롱압준네 투고고라 당고 그래서 개가르다 롱안을 우멜람 시샤 명대수매랑 줘라네 개가래 롱압준은 잖아 교버 줘야 힘들어 먼저 개가 톱 그래 네 투고고래스 디나 신다지예요 중마 칼리 넘버스 킹그래 딩아야 가서 디스 가서래 보시시 시를 렘부 요구 말도 but in 2004 I wrote a piece called Tibet 2020. Then Tundaji Khatiyarasana, Tibetans in exile in India and Nepal and Tibetans in the West will be of similar proportion. I wrote that in 2004, 15 years ago. Now, we just did demographic survey this year. We are almost there. In 2020, we will have exact proportion of Tibetans in the West and in Nepal and India. And I said in 2004, you were 15 years ago. Dahana she tested lagore. And 550 di imbe ineya long up to some tanda. Maybe some of you can come through. Ngapchulan karlagore, say jorba. Things are easier. Ne tuba ina gegare. This one's that shungating to telemixage lotar chigor. We do it every year. By the way, this year, all the expenses we are paying it from our own pocket, CTS pocket. No one is giving us money. This was the finance department show there. How the finance department because when finance department has to spend money from its own treasury, oh my goodness, the whole bureaucracy will clamp down on you. One, they are 소가 가지려고 그랬어. 내내 하는 소가를 봤어. 여 밖에 소가 열다가서 reception center도 와. 아 밖에 내내 들고 왔어. Ah my goodness, then we are supposed to give you umbrella, you know, because it's rainy season. No umbrella. Food, dal bhat sabji. No to meat. We have cut down a lot. We are very frugal. the city frugal dindi, which is a good thing. That's why we save a lot of money. No, we can do a lot of things. Pay frugal. So we are spending from our money, city's money, to invite you here. Yeah. Law. I can't say loan to no loan at the war. No objection. Let's do it.
Samul testle ani ye thiwa di khari la da tangara phayune ro ani ngajo phayula da phagela identity crisis di peshuk chimudra khajana na da dida yon de bare khajana da peshung da ani da phayushung di jewa yakyo mara ine mimang la pe khalor da ne tang di da phena shi da yo martle ine da mangpochik la kak to myora chapsi ledu ina da ani da thana ani 다 공사 추천과 되게 땅 주고 말아 아니 어디 일단 단단 가지고 아니 이제 다 공유수기 시경을 파잘 못네 다 배송원에 다 델람직 주게기 다 단단 한대로 치되나 아니 다 제마야 다 단단히 이제 담보 이디다 제마 로주 낭로라다 딜레 담로 체기 빼 냥가도 하지는 딜레 아니 야나 슝다 베 제업에 하고 차이더라 그래서 아니 어디기 다 강섭신에 어디래
네 배율 연내당원에 잘하고 요래 배디어다. For example, those who were born after 1990 are not even issued birth certificate in Nepal. And so 7 billion people, they don't exist. People, then once you don't have birth certificate, schooling, lobta, chong, kare yegi ineerwa, if they want to come to Nepal, India, langa illegal in turn lego. Nepal has become under Chinese pressure. People pet dash tunga tuje tang chugo marta. Also RC the terrorist law, RC residence certificate, check the terrorist law. They take woman. And Mansu Don Karchagorson, for example, from budgeting point of view, PRM Runguragor, Shigeni, Karaba in we said, even though Payula Yunge population 10% Yomares, Tibetans in exile to that, but we give them 20%. The project tango water, project I want manage how go the new project 20% letumas, 17% letumaso. With 20%. Shinyu yoba in a career 20% terrorists, kind of mixed series, Payunada, Chigor. And then on the US Embassy, Swiss Embassy, Pag Embassy Dua, Sangay Juche, Payushungla, Juche, and Bezishigor. Diltene and Tungatan de Okala, you see all the embassy representatives, ambassadors, they are coming there to show solidarity. Even to some extent protection sort of Jorva. We keep kawaching please tell your ambassador, this tell your ambassador, embassy labrochich. We are doing the best we can. Embassy kunzo ke shiya wo chigdo, bezun chigdo. But Nepal shung khora rawata, only the China leaning government arwa. So chess rangdwa. Ine ngonzo bezun chede, semje chede che. My Darjeeling kejorwa. Nepal ke shingyo Nepal jinji pyejetang ko som tanda pyejetang ramaso. So given my position che chogmendwa. Yeah.
정말라 그것은 조시비 정말라 참 자기 될것이 아니 단당하는 것 좋아대 가리람나 나랑 주 전슈가 망초 당제 비트와지긴 안 당보대 가리람나 찔로 직통급자 직치리 니로 아주 공산 쪽과 망초 소리나 아니 직통급자 급지 고치글로 나랑 주 자틈 템법지 틈가가 저지 아니 니통 직치글로 공사 정분 좀 쪽을 그공 차상아 머멍가 담비 스총라낭 아니 다 니통 찌르글로 때라양 아주 망수낭로양 찌르지 지르왔던 거야 구바지 통고들이 같이람나 단다 그모수 좀 좋고 송환나진 아니 머장 그 차니 셰파이나 시지땅 잔슌낭 여름득선땅 시진 조아이나 머장 50-50 쳐걸라 딘다 송땅 시지 가니 아주 진티 가수 용고래 머 하나득 지 용고라 아니 여름득선니 진티 집질 랩고라 딘다 송땅 망수가 리프레젠테이티브 용아 대지 아니 니파테 갈람나 아니 나츠 망츠나로나 지금 양 트라티솔라 우쇼니르가지 아니 머차티솔라양 우쇼 지금 마톨디가 메야지 양 주지급진티라 머차 랑초가지 이나 머차 주지급진티라 우쇼르리 머초가지 안 데스타이 나츠 망츠나로나 강 몽보지 용고리리 딘다 송탄 니스톤 찌르글론 디낭로라 양 스총가 550가 드럼진 디오니 나츠 망츠톨라 양 찌르진 지라가 당하긴 차지오나 미나 띵이 좋아
팀스에 디 최소 개래 먼저 왕저 거샤였다 디 최소 투다주 최소를 쿵고고래 안 최소를 쿵와이나 먼저 잡주시고 지다 그봐 다 domshi yubatang du siela dolin da yungge yore yunggoge res gudu nge samgudu amikse tanda yabe duksum le pebe member dan chigele pebe member 다 막뉴 찍고 차바이 난 구잡 간디 치그레스에 저어봐 뒤에 먼저 돈에 용고 그래 삼도 아니 주바 도에 두고래 ngoma 유럽 라 구잡 요 마레 러바 ngoma 아리 라 구잡 요 마레 ngoma 아젤 아리 니 차브레 다 오스트레일리아 된 니오 ngoma 구잡 요 마레 구잡 요 바차레 이 렘베 주바 두그레 삼도 갑 틀바베 이네야 다 돌랭 가주 제베 이네야 고 주바디 요가다 망아 용으로 봐 이네 저속 dom시디야 최고 숨다 추중아 라이디야 dom시 차되고 그래서 가서 갈로서는 변난기 꾸잡이 있어고다 숨투고서는 가리스라데 최고 숨 추중아 있어야 된다 다 저속이 다 숨투고 왔다 지송자야 디 dom시 샤고야 돼 뭐마 고버 좀제 망골 때네 최고 숨 세대지도 와 디길 때니 샤샤요지래 단왜 패단데 왜 가르치 그래 니래 가르쳐 그래 세저로 롱발 때니 유바탄에 갑도 뒤라 먼저 뒤 돌랭 고고래 안소시시 죄소네 공부 시에체 투다 죄고고 라고 이내야 가슴고마 외도 딕시나라 먼저 유바탄래 외도 딕시나라 유바탄에 더 죄소 투미니 죄조 콩샤버다 콩월라 먼저 가샤기 랑조 스베 토네 잡조 가르쳐서나 최가 그 촉박이 외밀랑 추금에스 regional organizations Yoruba cannot nominate or campaign for candidates. Witsang kam amdo chokbagi, they cannot lobby, nominate or campaign for candidates. It leads to regionalism. This one's a because regionalism is a problem now. General population nala shida yomare. Some people are trying to make it a problem. And then obviously Chinese government use it and write along. If you give them the opportunity, and Chinese influence in our society, you must always accept the fact that there is Chinese influence in our society. And definitely they will do it. Why not? But Sweden, like people, give me so much juice. Because I get these reports. Switzerland, give me embassy, give me losal, don't get some go there to get visas, but some go there very regularly. They visit Tibet very regularly. Belgium la 가서도 용고하다. And Australia 소복하러 쏘여. 야날 중념도 락제 체체. Openly. And North America Tibet Association lan openly 쏘여. Now Canada Tibet Association openly 쏘여. I mean, they're coming out. This publicly 용고하다. I'm working with Chinese government, and when Xi Jinping comes to America, they go receive them openly. Yoruba. That's why mental health lies. Every morning I don't read too much of social media. And I know 50% comes from, it's all filtered through the Chinese agencies. So we have to be careful. This one's regionalism is a problem. And younger generation, it's just a poison. Tanda mashi di insert poison nan shi jang di taman yeda nan shi insert. Kapsu kibudo ju insert. Wa nga chog nga amdo nga kamba nga usan kibudo ju insert di yorwa ya. In the long run it will destroy you and the organization and the government and the society. Susumba kibur. I always tell the same thing. I'm very proud. 2011 when I ran for election, there are kingmakers in the Europe that these people don't like me anyway. It's okay. This regional organization, they don't like me. They are the kingmakers, they are the vote getters. I didn't go to them. I'm very proud. If you want to win election, you have to go to them. I didn't go to them 2011. In 2016 also, I didn't go to them. I ran, I went to the public, and public voted for me. I didn't owe them anything. And when this bill came in the parliament, I said, no, we must strongly fight against this and prevent this regional organization from participating in election. So we have a law now. Regional organizations are banned from participating in election, which means individuals also should not fight for and should not lobby and should not campaign on the basis of regionalism. Organization, we can catch them. That's why it's an organization. But the real meaning is no one should campaign on the basis of regionalism. So I have strong feelings. I did that. The law is passed. That's all.
So we all know that social media has become a blessing in disguise. And for instance, we talk about WeChat. So according to the Tibetan Policy Institute, the Gyagala, more than 70, among 500 participants, more than 70% of the Tibetans living in exile use WeChat, right? So WeChat has become a platform for the Tibetans to connect from exile to connect to the Tibetan families in Tibet. I've seen a lot of Tibetans in Gyagala who connects to their family or whatever, and they put their entire life in WeChat. So what is your advice to the Tibetans living in exile who do not have family in Tibet to use other social media platforms to connect to the Tibetan?
Don't use WeChat. Use WhatsApp. I say it all the time. Switzerland, I was told now, I don't know, someone said 70% of the people, some groups in Switzerland, they don't use WeChat, they use WhatsApp. Everywhere I said the same thing. For example, I'll give you a story. Germany, Yoruba, very wife of a minister, told her friend, with the WeChat now, saying, Xi Jinping is coming, and I'm going to raise the issue of Liu Xiaobao. Just told a friend on WeChat. Germany. And there was the Chinese embassy was hosting a party, and she went, and the ambassador's wife came to her and said, when our leader comes, it's better not to raise sensitive issues. She got shocked of her life. She just, 10 seconds message in a friend's WeChat in Germany. Now the Chinese ambassador's wife is telling her, don't raise this issue when Xi Jinping is coming. Shock, Radha. Then they made a formal complaint to Germany ki WeChat company. I said, I think my WeChat is tapped. How come the ambassador's wife know about, what I was thinking? And what did the German WeChat company responded? They didn't deny it. They just said, by the way, your WeChat is not registered in Germany. She got WeChat from China, Redwa. So wherever you get your WeChat also makes a difference. If you get WeChat from Germany WeChat company, regional company is responsible, but still, all your data goes to China. That's the response. They didn't deny it. By the way, your WeChat is not registered in our company, hence we are not accountable. One Germany so it's tamped. Everybody knows that. And it's suicide. WeChat WhatsApp it's outside, it's safe. So don't use WeChat. Tagline. I go to Premier Mamu she was to go to China.
That Chiwadi Kande go to Mdra. The Chidani was people love to Sola and Lobsang che, na Shen che, na Changma free la raudwa, Peshana and tuition fee te guaimendo, uniform free la raudo, textbook free la raudo, midday meals ke raudo, Changma free la raudora, free la raudo capso, digi ring down the how woman down zogi, and Hamago capso, healthy competition dish la limido. Ani niwa digala ani ngozo self-sufficient shira chagimendo. Ta kadu ne shungla nya de shwa. Wonde neche ani wonde chine nye sambala free te de tis nyung chena ani mena khonzo community service de chi ani tsusugi pocket money sa do che chik inde thone mende ngozo pugun je tis yuwa tango sangmudra. Niwa dela graduation chido kapso percentage chuchu renga chik pu go the scholarship rala do. So what it comes to my mind, okay, 65 is enough for me because I get scholarship for the rest of my graduation days. So then I think we need to raise the cutoff also at the same time. And then, yeah, that's what I think. If something comes for free, we don't know the worth of that.
I know,
so we can do some change.
So that's why when I ran for election 2011, 3 guiding principles were unity, innovation, and self-reliance. Self-reliance, labrata. Ranga rangso. Oda kharsu gorsta. 먼저 시자 수수다 쓰고 하래서 러브 수수다 두 가왔다 두 그래서 다 그냥 빼래 쓰고 하람사 라바 쌈 그러다. At least I wanted to generate debate the mindset. Dependence syndrome killed the continent of Africa as a whole. That's what they say. Experts after experts have written dependence syndrome killed the continent of South Africa. Now slowly they are coming up. Now we must get out of the dependence syndrome. 888 self-reliance became a big theme. And it's changing the continent, Africa. And they're there. So ngansuge refugee mindset ne ma twenche sangma jinda long lies dua. You must get out of it. Right? Tande dara kasi budget breakdown tongswa 5 or 6% is Green Book contribution, 94% is coming from begging bowl. Ngansu long chelle gorda. 94%. Tande long deo. 아니 내 가와 친구이네 뭐랑이 째면도 융타샤 망하고 융타샤 망하고 할라도 마세 다들 50% are from 치게르와 아 치게로도 할래 니게 cousin라 scholarship 라면도 때로실러 사이찬 치게를 열어 why don't you send $1,000 you know why are you complaining about Shiri Ligu not giving him or her scholarship right the dependence syndrome tada 치게 용에서 how many of you are telling your cousins here, hey, don't apply for Shiri scholarship, okay, I'll send it to you. No one. 5%, 10%, chigi yana mena. And in our guiding principle, education, you're the scholarship. If you don't need it, don't apply lagor. Yamare. Toyota motor tango are, Kangba Tosa sum yare, Shiri would apply chiwar. 50,000 rupees, 60,000 rupees, apply chiwar. Dina gangra yorta. This is need based. If you don't need it, don't apply lagorda. No, go yes. So, and it starts with you. You is na mogo lao tangbo. Ye cousin la da yaga yung ye cousin da ye nangmi la da mogos. I am in America now. I am in Canada. I am in Australia. Right? I'll take care of my cousin. In fact, 3 cousins. Right? Lana antan 상막강에 충을 두고 다 민도와 다 되어와. 나도 소담을 하고 던데. 랑가랑서 갈라고 self-reliance. Are you saying now I have to take care of myself? Yeah. I took care of myself. I did business between Kathmandu and Delhi. I didn't think of applying for scholarship. I ran tuition fees doing, I ran Delhi University doing. 당시 지리중이 되게 되려나 때까지 있던 그래. 아 공산 로대 우리 당무도 공산 우때 놈도 지금 당서다. 그래다. So the dependence syndrome is a big naza. The day foreign aid ends, just going collapse happening. I think there's one thing is good. Our budget has increased from 1.3 crores to 1,300 million to 3,000 million in Cheder. We almost in the last 8 years we have more than doubled. It's almost tripled budget chade. Which means we got more money from begging from outside. The children was how ye lagu ngala Sikyong lagu du merdu lai. Sikyong the chigresh ngulong redu sing ye lega jorwa ho. Tai ne ya. Because some give the show do this ani. Shiri scholarship raswe like thangbo. And that's what we incentivize. 65% nguma in a dara, 65% everybody gets scholarship. Now 65% you get 35-40,000 rupees. If you get 70%, 75, 80, 85 channel about 35, 40, 45, 50 incentivized share. Higher you score, more scholarship you get. College dara, higher you score, more scholarship. Incentivized share. In the baseline the mashana raba, chegum do ta shares coming do. In a some time today, lao. I hope you know 50 scholarship. That you ma buku galata. Shiri, I hope we receive emails saying we take care of 50 scholarships of Shiri Ligung, or by 50 participants of 550 forum. Ida, yeah.
That show thama de indala.
Oh, Mike the Rasasha. Sorry, Minnesota.
아따들이 나당업 주 신게 총대인데 다네 태동 단위 망고저라. 언디인데 저지다 초아슈에 순위 조서라. 저 너디지 갈라나다 드림 페이지 디 나로레 각바지
아
아니야
됐다고 면도 배 팠다고도 인다 그냥 파거라 on is that light on let 로 마모 돼 로마모 예베 깐델라 예베 뒷바르다 새끼야
네. 땅아 베넬레라 오늘 네팔 넬랭 칸에 시 다람살라 넬랭 가시는 오늘 ngaranzu 디디 표슝 라더라 디게 오늘 디체서 단다버들 좀 쳐야 디다 TCV다 표슝 디시도 ngazu 딕주 나로라 오늘 따지 메럽 gem바 초기 단다버도 깔레든데 잡샤 따 단다 ngaran 대화 치준 이돈 죽지 내신 이돈 접다 단대 가샤들에 딘 두잠발이야 땅 항상하게 오늘 ngazu 토라 깔레 잡 쳐시든 데레 나샤 딘드 ngaranzu 딕주다 지소 나로려야 다 촬영 오 낭에 돈수 차상로려야 닝타반에 토지 체스지 쉬어졌어 신계진 비상의 신이 됐어라 아무가 등급주 딜라이디 초요 말에 조선 퇴베레살라니 망부지 예서랭한 항상에게 오통서 그래서 나 간주 지소는 남길 내가 창의 친구로 지고 시락이 삼도 전부 요 말에 다 디나라 어리 부고 캐나라 부고 망부지 토등 간주 삼주 진에 최대 디치고도 패기 치고도 사면하게 섬주식 첨부 다나시 딕주니마에나 다름살라 니마직 수용 되게 안단다지기 ngaranzu 가자드네 마지 차상지 나디 티드 잠발이야 당원에 이치치아 직다 레와치아로 실내서 제가 투치나 쉬어주스 아니 예 지워디디레 시경라 딩용라야 디 가샤 단다디 트레조가 나로라 디 트와땅난게 디 단다 도두치디 단다 디 세다 추tim나레 공기 니동 시기 시경라기 단다 디송사 업중업주 세치 야가 개베 두스는 업주 지겔 업주 세치 트와땅스라 디 시경라기 니 된다 니 셰여레스 오늘시나 쳔바디가란 돌링 치고레스 제송스 디시드 페이지 트조나르 시경라 디송 디오르 제사레 아주 어디 과야 거급 중마세야 어디 인데서 시경라 나다 업중업주 제 안탄도 된다 쳔바지 요사레 어디 송 디오요나 아주라 지 쉬네 야고도 스쳔 투제
They actually the note of star wa kashala Tibet 2020 what will happen in 2020 dinala that mangshi population shit degudo wa pyoji ta didare that was actually my casual remark ta mari the chasa race my suggestion was at that time the city thanarani from 2004 on should reorient and reorganize itself chagu du se dire ta thanda 가르치고 그래서 라바이나 다 시부시부 제토금도 나눌리 사체 for example thanda Tibet News Bureau do Tibettv Tibet News Online do di gacheru taya다 angzugi dinde angzugi ta this reorganize restructure chigore sa the city nala imba thanga Tibetan language as Tibetan as second language labia do chigel 송주 쳐야 진 사망 angzu chigore 아니 angzu 근데 bank 주야 도와텔라 and Tibet Policy Act 야갈이 용이 땡자 용이야 and bank 수야 뒤에 and health 니바이나 health policy 요조체지 이게 참 치고래 now finally we are the council it will come out in the public generally it is already out we are going to the US and revise and updated Tibet Policy Act we want to pass it make it into US law the Tibet Policy Act was passed in 2002 now we are updating it, revising it, and we will have a lot of provisions, new provisions, including on reincarnation, CTA, democracy, Europe, and so we'll be lobbying the US government to pass it, make it a law. That you get some maong reorganize get some did it, I'm culture or lies to that should get some to at least and you don't I was not well informed. I had the guts, I had the confidence, and political awareness, and I want to serve that year. In information, administration, zero experience. Leadership never got a training. Communication never got a training. So that's why 2010 I was auditing classes at the Harvard Kennedy School. I was running for election. I was auditing communication, leadership, class. I was really not informed. Now through this 550 forum, youth, political, economic, culture, it's online. Everything you want to watch, you want to listen, you want to read, everything is there. The discourse in the Tibetan community will be a lot higher now. Information, whoever wants to run for Sikyong will be a lot more informed. Now if you want to bullshit also, you can bullshit a lot because you have all the data, facts, somewhere Yoruba. Those things I made, I kabatai. I see your langword, Nyamde Kazo Yore, Yoruba. 진짜 가서 해야지 라이스도 맹강 I couldn't differentiate between this 5 hospital 14 clinics 직 라이스도 가르랬을 때 맹강 the clinics 직 라이스도 really I was not that informed 나 딜라고 말다야 가사 politically I was not ready 라고 말다 politically I was ready I knew I was thinking 표현가나 dialogue 가나 게임가나 챕싱가 장되고 알아 administrative point of view 망부지도 와 신고 말 now 지조 용날 for example 그런 것도 계사 the live webcast chigorwa kebachik diyorta when CTS does something people watch because inaugural session already there are like 25,000 views most of the panel had at least 10,000 to 15 to 20,000 views in just 2 days it will all will cross 20 to 30 40,000 views ladegala generally people will be informed that's Tibettv chigorta and it takes so much effort Tibettv News Bureau was still organization do they got in the Yoruba and it views tangi mangu shishdo then I can't even give it but my main recommendation was something else ye khare me kon lawa ine khare love me lagme is very sensitive positive dialogue on it I made recommendation I said these are things likely to happen this is happening and we should do this year Yoruba that ya shena yawo yomar is very sensitive 이내 ditdawu chair 되게 라투예 ditdawu chair and you know we are going to address it 아니 야 저울수 시비게 비매 인사 final question you can shout from there yeah 이 거설이에요 final question okay tea break in the law
디 단도 빨리 가스는 Sikyong la just le da ni chongana de mishua changma la just le shui ani nga chua dini chua da mare nga choa roji ra tenda nga chenchu na kya na de mi changma da population man che di chongba re sam gi do ya ani nga chongba ji bu yin sang gi nga rang gi chora khari roji ji re hodi gi kana shashun samsuraya ani di khari lana especially nga zo dango gender equality da education ga la ko la share ani nga nyam do nga chupu ji mare yang da college there to do some nga nyam do pomo inde chongbo pomo shamba to do some ani chongba ji bu shamba to do some pomo do gang yang sang inde chikpa roshtu dana kharela na khongse barala nga zo khongse la khong chongwa jangza chongwa khawala jun gunchong dan sangma la season ke gorio 아니 부모 인상기 총앙날 되나 혼저기 파마 창마기 부모 난기 부모이나 총앙날 되나 혼저가 지기래 아니 카리나나 미 부모 총앙날 부모 되나 미 망알리기래 프레젠트 시다야 신기래는 아니 근데 로저래 아니 아 even 가 망체 문송도다 야가 총아로 야송도라 망체기 인턴도 apply 치네비야 저 총마서 아니 이망이 슈슈게 디니마 비에출러 슈이라 안 레시라야 보라마서 안탄다 데 디갈래야 아주 치마세 말 부모 미상마 지어 야티스 강이 두세 아티 인턴도 공세 바라라 다 콜리지 투즈 바라라 치두 마르와 아주 세메스터 페 핵티 그래 디갈라 프레젠테이션 이래
인턴 수르 총살에 인턴 젠데스
말이 되는 말이 당아서 소리 종이 보드줄라 세미나 소리 종이 파마드줄라 시인도 대야도다 된제강라
알레
된제 디스카신
오케이 다나로 와티와 that's 당아서 디다 레시페 망보여래 소리 총버지도 봐 디벤 소리 애소시에이션 수웨지도 봐 중앙 코나 파이낸스 디파트먼트 가샤 수조 오마 수고도 수조래 딜 트레이닝 때야 워크숍 때야 저러봐 가서 GST 빌 건 임베 이내야 때열에 당어서 뭐게 루디아나 레궁수고도 레지직 포테기 있으지 가서 레지직 포테 샤고 담도 레궁수고도 레지 샤고도 세지도 아 가서 가서 디 무이근이 론 단단 가서 삼아 쇠라 총발라 12 crores 봐 12 crores 12 crores lana 120 million rupees loan 당어서 200 million rupees loan take or so if you want to sweat a tongue in a loan yere yarchong jange ine some business la we have loan and taxi tange ine we have loan langa sula songa chunju chun segudo lada devala loan yore ta thenge dinde ine ta phungu thenge dinde yore ga she songa chunju dinzola we loan program mamu shibu yore ta the most the grant chi khare orson 1 crore 10 million rupees grant chi sera chetsa jinda so entrepreneurship manzu program yore tet entrepreneurship juche manzu ki khang mang chama tigo ore chi shwen lo ine da manzu ki sora chongba dinzola 먼저 워크숍 근데 루디아나 란친 치고래 마겔라 니면니 그 워크숍로 워크숍 엔터프레너십 그 시자칭 다람살라 란체 아니 쇼스라고래 내가 사지 로데 꾸쇼실래 되샤 본부 춘주실래 되샤 간실래랑 간주산에 동해면도 꾸잡당 살아봐 한 총박 그 총들라 꾸쇼래나 가르쳐 올듯이 여러와 본부 루치르르 싱에 빨라 약베르 도투면도 나땅 살아봐 so sometimes the deleg도 and it's entrepreneurship workshop으로 왔다 재미되고 가려야 가사 아얀 다람슬라 총두래라치 마융에다 융에다 니가 용되기도 당에 파이널 인사 단데 쉬게 머무시도 왔다 디요래 당가 존재 머무서 캔서 탤런티드 시우치래 빼야고래 선ing의 클로징 스테이트먼트 쉐고 이내야 먼저 시티 리오렌지 리오거나이즈 해 지구 열때 빼는 거 뱅케라 신부 수여 강종 그러봐 파이낸스 리미티드 and who is the CEO you know 야가지 we could not get a Tibetan CEO Nardam Pagala, we bought this printing machine, 1.3 crore tenerda. Kerachimbushi, Nardam Pang printing machine year. The printing machine year, color per jawarva, color sevuchi tegomar. Last solution carcer, how we be? Yaga Michilare, Yaga meeting a color yaur tango, Pebble is Chuchong Yorta. And so Tida Leula China Dex yore. China Dex has Jimmy Captain China Dex Rovata, propaganda, Reve Marve. Roya? And so Jimmy Captain Jakin Shawarva. Leisure Awamar. Talilama Tolop the Twingy, Jagising, Lusumchi, Lange, Yore, Penny, Jagising, Lagore, Taiwan, the Jimmy Company Lagachi de War, and so the Tida Legun Lagaching Yugoma, and the Rawama Danganzo. Health department la Mengala ngazu gengo mamushi gengo simdi chinge mamushi to are gengo physiotherapist go to pepengo asare physiotherapist announce sugar physiotherapist subshi right and the rago mar vacancy tongbare sheri legula khare counselor rebe khare was the vacancy counselor ba counselor tongba yore counselor go to counseling as lopta counseling me as lopta rare counseling rare go to the counselor show yomaria gashish right yomarda so on and so forth because I said that was Sikyong extempore speaker re speech thing yomare professional speech writers gorwata Sikyong you're going to 10 events these are the speeches you should make language gorwa no I have to I extend my camera. Why? I just have to get up and speak. So I can give you a list of things that we need. There's a 5 forum, youth forum, so good. You must check dirda. Talent good. Manzul chego good. This one's the numbers of that breakout sessions. Your what? Breakout session. Who will be the Chinese liaison officer at DIR? We want that. Who will know about the bank CEO Suchege? So if you can fulfill all the seats, young tuna, 550 forum, at least all the vacancies city is filled. Then we have to work on efficiency. Australian efficiency, culture creation. First, let's fill all these vacancies. So, if you have recommendations, names, I agree. Activism, but we have to run this government. Guidance 총장의 망수 론 야고 때투 콘솔 캡산 야고 송 야고 배부 주고 차그러다. 최대 야고찬 배바상면 헬디 차그로 엄마 TV 나 되고 말레리아 다당사 헤파타이티스 나고 블러드 프레셔 나고 상마 쉬우 나 나자 망고 쉬울래고 왔다 축분 나자 냥냐래 now we can't go seeking aid 엄마 TV 나고도 라나라와 oh yeah that's poor people's disease now hepatitis sugar obviously fat 망타래 칼라 망타래 뭐야 말해 heart obviously can I wine aramang thare, you know? Please give me aid, Lana. Well, even America has a problem, okay? We can't give aid to address this kind of diseases. So we are doing the best we can. Best we can, but on the positive side, CTA is perhaps most well-organized shung de wuchire ngone ra cha de yorda jeta bhayul doda bangladesh doda kange khazo doda yorwa refugee denzola de inde ineya dicherwa ani namas ham jen gawshita chungsu kyardu so we'll have tomorrow also another session more questions I'm happy to answer jel thude khalalo and 다른 사람 셈 반믹스 비면 망고 시비스 지고 거버들라 투체나 쉬라
나부터 좋아요 살이네 되지긴 배 대가란 잠샤오 계속 세상 공다 쇼교이 아니 반대 시경초 되게 쉬워나 신세 잘 망보 쇼레 얘네 가서 레림데 개주 튼치들이 되어라 집교 배워라 투지나 쇼이 아니 단 적자와 정말 고급들이 뭐 투지나래 아니 세라니스도 단다 수저 마시고니 단 남시약 보여장 치료라 빠르딩거니 게 예수고도 제가 당부 공라 빠르딩 아니 당고 세라 지원한 신기 빌 서미션데 단다 참인도 팔라 빌디 지미지 서미치로 지야기 소저 상마 빌 상마 고래 아니 지게니 레교 보딩 파스다 에 티켓 니자 고래 아니 개시 모바일 나려나 인지 민지 메일 당으로 지행하죠라 그래서 드시나